Feast of the Forgotten. In the shadow of the fading industrial district of Malton stood the old Morningside Abattoir, a sprawling complex of rusting metal and stained concrete that had long been whispered about in the local taverns and dark corners of the town. The abattoir had been abandoned for decades, yet inexplicably, lights flickered within its walls on stormy nights, and the air around it was heavy with the acrid stench of decay. Eddie, a young and ambitious journalist, was drawn to the Morningside Abattoir by tales of its dark history and mysterious sightings. Determined to make a name for himself, he decided to investigate the building, armed only with his camera and a flashlight. As Eddie approached the abattoir, the ground squelched under his feet, soaked with what he hoped was just rainwater. The iron gates creaked ominously as he pushed them open, the sound echoing off the silent buildings. The air inside smelled metallic, tinged with something rotten. With each step, Eddie felt the oppressive weight of unseen eyes watching him. Inside, the main slaughterhouse was a vast chamber, its walls lined with rusting hooks and chains that clanged softly in the draft. His flashlight beam cut through the darkness, casting long monstrous shadows. As he ventured deeper, Eddie stumbled upon a large industrial meat grinder, its surface stained with dark dried residues that didn't quite look like animal blood. Curiosity piqued, and horror mounting, Eddie noticed a series of old yellowed papers scattered near the grinder. They were ledgers, detailing shipments not of cattle or pigs, but of something simply referred to as the stock. Dates and quantities were meticulously recorded, but disturbingly, some entries were annotated with phrases like "good quality" or "too lean." The deeper Eddie delved into the bowels of the abattoir, the more intense the foul smell became. Following the stench, he arrived at a secluded lower basement area, where he discovered a series of large metallic vats. With trembling hands, he pried open the lid of one vat, only to recoil in horror. Inside were human remains, floating amidst a sickening soup of decomposition. Some bodies were intact, while others were dismembered, their parts crudely separated. Panicked, Eddie realized the horrifying truth: the Morningside Abattoir had been a front for the most grotesque form of cannibalism. The stock referred to humans, captured and butchered for consumption. His stomach churned as he recalled the ledger entries, the casual dehumanization of countless victims. Determined to expose this atrocity, Eddie turned to leave, but stopped short when he heard the echoing clank of metal. The doors behind him slammed shut, plunging him into darkness. Heart racing, he spun around, his flashlight flickering erratically. In the dim light, he could see figures emerging from the shadows. Pale, emaciated forms that moved with a disturbing jerky animation. They were the forgotten, the consumed, those who hadn't fully died, trapped in a hellish existence between life and death. They crowded around Eddie, their eyes hollow with hunger and pain. As they descended upon him, his screams echoed off the walls, unheeded by the world outside. The next morning, the place was as silent and deserted as ever. Eddie's camera was later found at the entrance, the last image captured showing a blurred mass of figures in the darkness, a testament to the gruesome secret the abattoir had concealed. And so the darkness remained, the horrors within sealed away, waiting for the next unwary soul brave enough to uncover the grisly truth of the Morningside Abattoir.